Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the floor. Mr. Chairman, distinguished delegate, my name is Elias Andrade. I am a student from Brazil at the International Space University and also a member of the Brazilian delegation at UNCOPUOS. And I'd like to thank the opportunity of being here at the Scientific and Technical Subcommittee of UNCOPUOS on behalf of the International Space University. And also would like to reinforce that ISU attaches great importance to the peaceful and sustainable uses of outer space to the benefit of the whole humankind. Distinguished delegates and Mr. Chairman, through ISU's excellence on space science and space education, the students at both ISU's Space Studies program, which I held every year in a partner country, and I had the pleasure to also do it in Montreal, Canada this year, and at the Master of Space Science at the ISU headquarters, as you see in the photo, are able to work on team projects that are very much related to current and future issues faced by the international community. And this year, for example, we have a team project on international or interstellar travel and global water initiative, which I have the pleasure to present to you today. But this year also, we will have students work on team projects, different team projects at the Space Studies program in Ohio, United States, and next year in Haifa, Israel. Our mission of the Global Water Initiative is to improve the management of freshwater resources around the world. We want to identify areas where space can improve these practices. And mostly we want to facilitate tacit knowledge, the know-how, the transfer of knowledge between water management and developing communities around the world. Our focus, therefore, upstream states, which control the flow of water, to downstream states, multiple countries relying on a single shared water resources, current water sharing agreements that rely on outdated and substandard water measurement, and countries that lack the knowledge to properly manage and transfer resources in a sustainable manner. Therefore, we would like to unite our work with the work of the United Nations. We would like to take this opportunity to speak here at the Subtechnical Committee to be able to give insights or inspire delegations on this matter. And according, for example, to the 7th UN Millennium Development Goal, by this year we should already have halved the proportion of the population without sustainable access to safe and water drinking. As we all know, or should know, from all water on Earth, only 2.5% is fresh water. But most of this water is locked up in glaciers, in ice caps, and also has been polluted due to direct and indirect human activity on Earth. Together with the rapid rise of the Earth population, we fear and we expect that there will be lots of social uprising, there will be war, migration, and poverty. And as an example of this, I can cite my country, Brazil, which we know there's lots of nature resources, especially water from the Amazon. But right now, we are facing lots of water shortage due to the fall of the precipitation. We were lacking rain in Brazil. We know that much has been done, and we are very grateful. But we still have a long way to go. 1.2 billion people live in water-stressed situations, and we expect that 500 more million are reaching this status very soon. We believe, therefore, that space can play a bigger role on this matter. We believe that remote sensing we have not used remote sensing fully on this matter. And we can use it on controlling, on forecasting, communicating, operating, managing, monitoring, and so forth. There's little information about the non-technical outcomes of space programs and spin-offs, especially from the ISS, that we can better use here on Earth. We can make better links between space and water, which are not limited to space applications. And we can use Earth observation data to identify the subsurface drainages and potential groundwater sources. And here's an example, this map from the World Health Organization, which shows place on Earth at higher risk of suffering with pollution and sanitation. They are marked in red. Our countries in blue color, mostly developed countries, face lower risk. Geospatial and hydrometric approach for flood monitoring and crisis management can be better used to access and also assess and monitor agricultural drought. As this map illustrates, countries with little or no water scarcity, they are marked in green. So through our study, we have been able to map Earth observation data to identify subsurface drainages and potential groundwater sources. So on this map, for example, the international basins are in blue color, while the international basins of countries with trees are in green color. This map of Europe, for example, you can see the transboundary river basins of Europe, and I have other maps of broken down by continent. So using satellite data, we have modeled the impact of land use, cover change, of the runoff water availability, and estimated precipitation. We have created an inventory by mapping and monitoring of surface water bodies using geospatial technologies for monitoring of glaciers, for example. And here on this map, you can see the transboundary river basins of Asia. So, monitoring of irrigation projects using high resolution satellite data, we came with remote sensing and GIS for water river morphology studies. So based on all this, we have created also an inventory of major space actors for water, such as the Group of Earth Observation, the Committee on Earth Observation Satellites, NASA, ESA, INPE, and others. We have also gathered main policies and programs, such as from the World Health Organization, UN Environment Program, and meteorological organizations. We have also made an inventory of programs in North America, including the United States, such as the Clean Water Act of '72, Canada, and Mexico, and programs in Europe, especially those with missions, descriptions related to water, space, and water. In Central Asia and South America, and here I'd like also to give thanks to the Brazilian delegation for valuable information from the INPE Institute and also to the GRULAC delegation. In Africa, Russia, and finally India, China, and finally Middle East. So it's an ambitious approach because we are looking at the problem of space and water and the scarcity of water resources, using space applications, engineering, human performance, humanities, and especially policy, economy, and law. Therefore, the opportunity, students like myself, having to work on these team projects at both Space Studies program and also at the Master program at the ISU headquarters, it gives an opportunity to work on real issues that the international space community is facing. And here I would like to point out the students who are working really hard on this project And I would like to call attention of the nations here present that if any of the students represent the delegation, I'd like to very kindly ask you if it is of your interest to contact us, to help us, because they put a lot of work and coining the term or nickname of ISU as the International Sleepless University. And here's how you can help us to help the world. You can help us on researching areas for potential improvement for water management. You can help us research and identify solutions derived from space activities. You can help us develop opportunities also and methods for knowledge transfer and raising awareness. And finally, you can help us implement these findings of our policy proposals to better the lives of the world population. Therefore, I would like here to present our points of contact and to mention that this presentation is going to be at the website of the OSA, available to anybody. And if you feel like you could help us, please keep in touch. Our work is still on the current status. We are in the middle of the process, so there is lots of room for improvement, of course, and for insights. And we also hope to provide insights to delegations here on discussion of this agenda item and other agenda items. Thank you very much.